Reports from the city planner?
Not too much this afternoon, Mayor, but the Ridges Framework Plan is in final draft mode to be reviewed by the Ridges Advisory Committee and then making a recommendation to President McDavis and the Board of Trustees to finalize that. I believe they're trying to get that all wrapped up by their trustees meeting at the end of October, maybe the beginning of October. I'm not sure when.
And I believe they sent a link to the members or something like that.
That's correct. Okay. Right. I think that's all the major things I have to report this afternoon.
Okay. Any questions for the planner? No. Okay. Thank you. John?
It's been a long meeting.
Just at the next meeting, I think we redo the whole code. No.
I think we had somebody up here saying that. Yes.
That's right.
That
the last one.
He couldn't even get all the definitions in Title 99. I wouldn't listen to him.
Ed Long came with me.
Thank you for your commentary.
No, I just want to thank you guys for getting that wireless communications in there, and I apologize I missed that one.
That happens. Okay.
I've got a question for him just right now. When Lisa and I talked last week, she said that all applicable federal, state, and local laws on the residential healthcare facilities. But she said the state limited it to two things, height and area.
Actually, I think it has to do with
it's in
bulk
there,
controls.
and that is one thing we did not discuss is the number of parking spaces that we want for those type of uses, and we can definitely do that maybe at the next meeting.
Time, but I had the distinct impression that we couldn't control parking.
No.
The way it's stated, I think if it's 8 or above, we control parking. If it's 8 or below, we don't. That's I think, how she explained it to me.
Yeah.
And my concern of that is not as great because anybody who's trying to put in somebody with disabilities, a resident home of this nature, it'd be very poor planning on their part to not have off-street parking, especially if it requires something like a handicap accessible van as well as...
And it says these residential facilities may be required to comply with area, height, yard, and architectural compatibility requirements that are uniformly imposed upon all single-family residents within the district or zones. I think one can argue that you still need to make that parking would be. You can argue that's part of yard with setbacks. You can argue that it's architectural compatibility requirements.
Yeah.
I think the state has taken back quite a bit. I mean, compared to the last time, they just said all local.
Yeah, so I think the parking establishment can still be put in, and I don't think that you're going to find any opposition or much opposition from these type of uses in the parking guidelines.
And you can look at, but yet you look at the homes that we have, and you will say most of the clients have a person with them every hour, so there'd be 3 vehicles with that. I mean, I don't know. These may be profoundly incapacitated or modified or whatever, but
during the course of the day, that is possible that you would have 3 people on staff, and then probably 2. They never have single person, then 2 through the night.
Oh, they'd have to.
And then, but again, if we were to do something like a requirement of 1 parking space per 2 bedrooms, that would usually accommodate, because that's usually what the staffing ratio is. And then the other people coming out or in and out are, visiting nurses, dietitians,
occupational therapists.
They're typically not there at the same time.
But okay, so can we discuss parking next time?
Yes.
And as far as I know, that is a gray area that I spoke with the law director earlier today too. She's saying that this may not be a condition that we could enforce, but at the same time, it is not. The case law is still gray in that. So I'm not. And again, I'm not totally worried about it.
Before we could, now we can't. They preempted it.
Okay.
And I don't really care. I just think if we put it on and look at it, it's
okay.
Area and height are big. I mean, height isn't going to come in. Architectural, we don't have
lot coverage.
That's the only thing. The bulk controls.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one that we have the power of.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from you?
No.
Opportunity for citizens to speak on items not covered in the agenda. Okay. Announcements and other businesses. The next meeting is going to be September 17th. Of this year. Any other announcements or businesses? I believe I saw a notice about the county library having some kind of planning session for what they expect to do in the 21st century.
On the 10th?
the 10th, Thursday and the 10th. I forget the hour or so, but just go to, my library and they'll tell you all about it. This is the county library, of course. They put out flyers saying, what would you like to see in the library for the 21st century, besides book of bikes and computer cafes. I'm sure there's other things people would like to see. Rent a jetpack or something. Okay, all items covered. We are adjourned at